Welcome to Clock It, where your opinion is what wins you the game. Today we are joined by our incredible contestants. You already know he's our favorite radio personality from iHeartRadio. Give it up for Kelly.
We back, baby. What's going on, y'all?
What's up, Kelly? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It's beautiful outside.
It
it's
is.
beautiful inside. I'm just ready to go.
Okay, we love a man who is ready to go, and she is our favorite podcaster from Tequila Babies podcast. Give it up for Jean. Hey, girl.
Hi, Koiya. You look amazing per usual.
And you look beautiful as well.
Thank you. I'm ready to take the clock from Kelly.
Okay.
Here she go again. It's time.
She is claiming the clock. As is Kelly. Well, we'll see who is today's winner of Clock It. Well, guys, as you know, this game is just not about getting the answers correct. You got to know what you're talking about, and more importantly, you got to clock it. So give that big buzzer a hit. That's exactly what you'll be doing anytime you want to clock in and give your answers. Without further ado, let's get this game rolling with our first question. Who is set to co-chair the 2026 Met Gala? Jean.
Beyonce.
Beyonce it is. Who else will be co-chairing alongside Beyonce?
Let's see. We got Anna Wintour. We have Venus Williams, beautiful women, and
Nicole Kidman's going to be
Nicole
in
Kidman. Yep, that's the fourth one. Four beautiful ladies.
Kelly, for the viewers at home who may not know, living under a rock literally, what the Met Gala is, break it down for us.
It's actually a good point because I feel like we all know what it is, but we don't know exactly what it is, if that makes sense. So in layman's terms, it's a fundraiser for the Met and the Costume Institute just to make sure they have the proper funds to do their different things for the museum and just to run regular operations throughout the year. Hence the Met Gala, and it gets all extravagant and beautiful, and that's what it's for.
You know, it's very interesting because every year, you know, people are like, I want to invite to the Met. And it's like, well, it doesn't really work like that. You have to purchase a table, which is thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, mainly purchased by designers. And then they get influencers and celebrities to have a seat at this table, and also in hopes of them wearing their, you know, designs, and it gets talked about and they post about it on social media. So it's not as easy as just getting an invite to the Met. You got to be somebody, and then you also got to have a bit of influence, I would say. What is the Met happening, Jean?
It's happening May of next year. So yeah, super excited about that. I always love seeing all the nice looks. But yeah, I did not know what it was for. I didn't know it was a fundraiser. We just know, hey, Met, they putting that on.
Right.
They're going to be on those stairs. Hopefully no one falls. They just all look so gorgeous.
That is very true. And Beyonce is co-chairing, and there's been a lot of buzz on social media, Kelly, that we potentially could be getting Act 3 from her.
I mean, it's about that time. It's been about 2 years since Cowboy Carter. Usually she waits around that 2-year window. And as you mentioned, in May 4th is when the actual Met Gala is happening. So right around that time, we could be getting some Beyonce, and if it's rock-inspired or not, I'm excited either way.
Oh, rock-inspired. That'll be dope for the break-off of the summertime.
Yes, who are some people that fans are hoping she collabs with, Kelly?
We're talking about people like Hayley Williams from Paramore, or even Paramore itself, Blink-182, that sort of vibe. So I'm interested to see how she's going to tap in. We've seen what she's done with R&B, with dance, with country. So now she adds another infinity gauntlet or stones to the gauntlet like Thanos, and see what happens.
Yeah, and Beyonce is very strategic about everything that she does. So her co-chairing the Met may be a rollout to possibly getting Act 3. At least that's what fans are hoping for. All right, Jean, 100 points you have on the board. Kelly, you are at 0. We got many more opportunities. Let's keep this game rolling. Who is denying having an affair with his friend's wife after photo sparks online chatter? Kelly.
Shaq.
My boy Shaq has found himself at the center of yet another scandal. Why are fans saying this, Kelly?
So there was a photo that was posted on Instagram that has Shaq, you know, posing with a woman who's in front of him, and he's like this. They're hugged up. You can see it right there on TV. Definitely does not look like your regular, hey, this is my guy Shaq pose. So now it was posted on social media. Different blogs got to it, which led to the tagline, is he messing around with his friend's wife? And then boom, here we are.
Jean, is this too much PDA for a married woman?
For a married woman that's not with her husband, for sure. I'm not taking a picture like that with my husband's friend. I'm just not doing it. And she even in the caption, she was like, "This is my favorite human." I mean, you have a husband, that should be your favorite human. But hey, here we are. That's why there's a lot of speculation around it. So
Shaq said,
I wouldn't be shocked.
Listen, mind your business. This is just about me.
Even the hugging
Shaq
from the back, to your point, there was an online chatter about this, comments being made, but how did Shaq respond to it?
Shaq responded just like that. The media outlet that posted it, he's like, listen, y'all broke. That's exactly why you're a broke blog. And I'm Shaq. Continue to be broke. I will make money.
It's always interesting when celebrities pull the broke card. It's like, yeah, in comparison to most of you, yes, a lot of us are broke. But
you know what? I'll give him credit. He could be the one to call people broke because he's really one of the only ones that have 50,000 businesses under his name as opposed to just one thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like out of all the celebrities, Shaq could be the one to be like, you're broke.
Oh,
very great point, because he's the face of a lot of things and has a lot of businesses. All right, you both are tied with 100 points on the board. Let's break this tie by keeping this game rolling. Which celebrity couple is helping others find a second chance at love on a new TV series? Kelly.
Chili and Matthew Lawrence.
Yes, they are. What's the name of the show and what does it entail?
It's called Second Chance Love, and it basically exhibits 5 couples who are going to be of different ages, going from 30s to the 70s, and maybe they were high school sweethearts at one point. Maybe they got together at one point and fell off completely since then. They're going to take these couples, take them to Sardinia in Italy to see if they can rekindle the flame, baby.
That is very romantic of them to take them to Italy, I think. Let's take you out of your comfort zone and put you in a whole new romantic place where the vibes are already sparked. Where will this air and when can we expect it, Jean?
This is on Hallmark Plus, which I don't have, but I guess I would get it because I definitely want to tune into this. January next year. So at the top of the year, we'll expect it. And I'm excited about this. You know, there's a bunch of love shows out there, and I watch all of them. And I will add this to the list.
We know our culture is very familiar with chili, but where do people most famously know Matthew Lawrence from, Kelly?
So Matthew Lawrence, he was in Boy Meets World way back in the day. And
it's not that way back.
Kinda.
Y'all making us old. We grew up.
Listen, girl, you gotta be real. You gotta be real. We are a little old. And he was in Mrs. Doubtfire, if you want to go even further.
Yeah.
Oh,
he played the little boy in that.
Yeah.
Which is like super throwback. And a lot of people probably
Y'all
didn't even
showing y'all
know.
age. I don't know any of these things.
Jean's like, I'm not associating with them in that regard. Jean, we are the aunties and the uncles of the world now. We got to embrace it.
But
it is what it is, okay?
True.
All right, Kelly's at 200 points. Jean is at 100. This is our last question in round 1. Who was named Times Magazine Athlete of the Year? Jean.
Asia.
My girl Asia was definitely named that, and she looked absolutely amazing, gracing the cover of Time Magazine as Athlete of the Year. What did Time recognize her for back in February, Jean?
Woman of the Year, actually, yes. So she has just been on her thing. She's been getting accolades after accolades after accolades, year after year. So she's definitely doing her thing. She definitely deserved Woman of the Year.
Yeah, she's had an incredible year. Speaking of, Asia is a multi-time league MVP for how many years, Kelly?
4 years. She's been MVP 4 times, and she's been Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. And mind you, this year she won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
Wow.
And they won the chip with the Aces, and she has her successful shoe line. She just became public with Bam Adebayo, who's a center for the Miami Heat. So that's been a beautiful thing to see. So very much
Woman of the Year.
Woman of the Year, yes.
It 100% is giving Woman of the Year. She actually led the Aces to their first WNBA title in 2022. And now this year being 2025, this is her 3rd time doing that. Like, she has had quite a year. So is this well-deserved?
Yeah, most definitely. No one else. I can't think of anyone else.
She is my women's basketball GOAT. Like, that's how good she is. If you're not familiar, please look it up. Whether she's playing, whether now she's doing the more, media type stuff, she's great in that. But either way, she's very much deserving of both those accolades.
And I love that Times could recognize her for both, right? Like, she's getting a lot of recognition that's well-deserved, because oftentimes it's like, oh, well, we just gave her Woman of the Year in February. We can't acknowledge her again. But it's like, if she's that good, we can acknowledge her again. And I'm happy they were able to do that. I didn't even know about her shoe line with Nike.
Yeah, it's one of those things that people think it's just like lady sneakers. Like, no, like you have NBA players wearing this. It's unisex, and they're very good on court as well. So once again, just someone who is dipping herself into so many different areas, and she's now finally getting the love that she deserves.
Super dope.
I love this for her. We love to see another Black woman winning, and that you are, Asia. Congratulations.
Quick, shout out to the creative team behind the pics too. That photo shoot, that picture is sensational.
She looks
very good.
The whole string of pictures through this whole photo shoot was absolutely amazing. To your point, whoever was a part of that, you did your thing. All right, guys, so that brings us to the end of round 1 of Clock It. And what do you know? Kelly has 200 points. Jean also has 200 points. Making the two of them tied, and I'll have you know, Jean did say at the start of this that she was going to win, all right? It's a very competitive game happening here. When we return, the competition will continue where Kelly and Jean will remain battling it out for round 2 of Clock It.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Clock It, where Jean and Kelly are battling it out. Currently both tied with 200 points on the board, but it's only right that we break this tie by advancing on to our first question in round 2. A blank dropped crab legs, drugs, and cigarettes to a South Carolina prison. Kelly.
A drone.
What in the drone is going on here? What was all in this package? My mind is blown.
So yes, it seems like a couple people in prison were trying to have a late Thanksgiving feast. You had steak, you had crab legs, you had Old Bay, you had bud, you had cigarettes, you name it. You had all you needed to have a good Thanksgiving night.
And pre-Christmas.
Oh yeah, pre-Christmas. Right. And as you can see, everything there that is in that photo, but my goodness, this is a little bit wild. Now we've gotten so advanced that we're having drones drop packages to inmates. What are the consequences for flying a drone near a prison in South Carolina, Jean?
Just flying it near is a misdemeanor of at least 30 days in prison. But if you're caught dropping contraband there, 10 years, and it's a felony.
10 years. Now, was this worth 10 years, Kelly? The crab legs, the steak, I mean, everything that was there, was it worth it?
If they were already inside and they can't find the guy who was outside that put it together, yeah, it's worth it. Might as well. I'm already behind the walls. Who knows how long they're already doing. Yeah, give me my steak, give me my bug, give me all that so I can enjoy myself, please.
This is crazy to think that technology has got so advanced that we are now using drones. I mean, back in the day, we were doing a good old smuggle by, a security guard or, a family member. But now we've gotten so advanced that we are using drones to now smuggle contraband into prisons.
But the thing that kills me is, like, I don't know if you've all been around drones, but them things are loud.
Yes. It's so crazy because they're so far up, and I always think it's a bug in my ear. It has this, like, sound that's just like, But now they are having, like, nets put on the like rec yard so they can't drop it over. So they're getting smart. They're keeping up with the times. But yeah, they're gonna find a way to find a way.
Life will find a way.
And that they did. They found a way to get them crab legs to have them. I
wish they would have got it and was able to, that's kind of dope.
I mean, they probably did. We just don't know about it. You know, maybe they finally caught on to the scheme.
Good point.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They probably. To your point, this could not have been the first time, right? They had to have tried this before.
Couldn't
like.
have been.
That arrangement tells me that they've done this before.
Yes, I feel like this is
Perfect
not
package.
the first time. You are right, Kelly. All right, 300 points you have on the board. Kelly, Jean, you are at 200. Let's get some more points on the board for you both. Next question. Who replaced Huda as Jenna Bush Hager's new Today co-host? Kelly.
Chanel Jones.
My girl Chanel, very well deserved. Familiarize our viewers with who Chanel is.
So Chanel was on like third shift of Today, which is the weekend version of Today. So she's been within that sphere for quite some time now. And it just came to the fact that, you know, Hoda decided to bow out. They've been having different individuals coming in and coming out of that seat next to Jenna. And then finally, with Chanel coming back into the fold, unfortunately, she lost her husband not too long ago. So she took some time off. She's back, and now they're ready to push forward early January.
Yeah, when Hoda made her transition away in January, and then the show kind of transitioned to Jenna and friends, and they had people like Khloe Kardashian, Katy Perry, a bunch of different celebrities come and guest co-hosts. I was thinking, like, who is going to be the person that permanently replaces her? And I think this is the perfect fit. No other than Chanel to do her thing. Do you think this is a good fit, Jean?
Yeah, I think it's a good fit. It's a good dynamic. It's you know, two different races and two different perspectives. So I think they'll balance each other out. I also love duo shows.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a part of a duo show. But I just think just having those different perspectives always makes for good conversation.
Yeah, especially when it's two women, you know.
Yeah,
it's
for
not
sure.
too often that you get that. The world feels like there has to be balance. It has to be a woman. It has to be a man. And it's like, to get two women on a show with two different cultural backgrounds, I think this is absolutely incredible.
For sure.
Why did Hoda decide to step away?
So she hasn't really came out 100% and said. I know she's saying personal reasons, and I know she has children as well, wants to spend some time with them. But this is the story she's telling us. Who knows? There could be some stuff happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, a lot of the viewers were kind of noticing the tension between her and Jenna at some point. Of course, they downplayed it and said that people were just reading a little bit too much into it. But it kind of gave that Hoda was over it. Like, she had been doing this for quite some time, and it was like, girl, you get on my nerves. I'm about to go.
It's
Come on,
kind of
Koiya,
inevitable.
clock it.
It's kind of inevitable with two women. I guess that's why people assume that, you know, having a male is a good balance. But, you know, women will be women and we'll get over it eventually.
That is a fact. We will get over it eventually. All right, Kelly, 400 points you have on the board. Jean, you are at 200. We got more questions, so let's keep it moving. Who said black people love me? They know a scam better than anybody. Jean.
President Trump, y'all president.
Just for clarity, that's your president. And if you do not believe that he said this, hear it from his mouth yourself.
Black people love Trump. I got the biggest vote. I got the biggest vote with black people. They know a scam better than anybody. They know what it is to be scammed. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. We did great. Thank you. I like this guy.
What do you mean? Black people know what it means to be scared.
And that's the question I have. I wanted to say, elaborate further on that part specifically. What does he mean black people know a good scam?
Look, this could have been taken a lot of ways. My assumption is that he's saying that I'm not a scam. That's why black people love me, because they know a good scam. But who knows? You know, he's been talking about being scammed out of votes, this, that, and the third. So he's saying black people, they have compassion for me because they know a good scam and they know I've been scammed out of votes. So it could have been taken so many ways, but here, you know, why he's tying us in with scams?
Because I specifically want to know, are you saying that black people have been scammed multiple times, or are you saying we are doing this scamming? Kelly, help him out.
He's the king of like backhanded compliments.
Right.
Where it's like, I love my African Americans. I love Afro TV. Americano Willie, I love you. You love being scammed. I don't know, is he saying like back in the day when our ancestors were brought here, we were scammed, so we understand what being scammed means? I don't know, but I take offense to it, Mr. Trump.
Oh,
I take full offense to that, especially because, to your point, he is so good at the backhanded compliments. But I still find that there are certain black people that will make an excuse for him and continue to vote for him. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because he closed the national parks for like MLK Day and made them open for his birthday. Like, he took Harriet Tubman's picture. Like, he's done a bunch of things to the black people. But of course, you know, he's gonna have his supporters, and What can we do?
Don't worry, vote for me.
The black people love him. Let him tell it.
I just have to say, Kelly does a immaculate impression of President Donald Trump. Like, he's so good at that, almost too good.
All impressions.
All right, guys, let's keep it rolling. Next question it is, who said he doesn't view podcasting as a form of journalism? Kelly.
Joe Budden.
Joe did say this. Where did he say it at?
He said it in a recent interview with Rolling Stone. He's going all over the place doing different pods, by the way. But, you know, he says this, and I do agree with him because in terms of being a journalist, there are certain ethics and morals that go into being a journalist and even doing your fact checking and all that. Have to make sure all the P's and Q's are on point, all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed. If you're a podcaster, man, all you have is a mixer and a mic and you just talking to it. Nobody is going to come after you if your stuff is incorrect. Fake news, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, facts. And Jean, you obviously are a podcaster. So do you agree with Joe?
I agree with Joe, for sure. Like he said, journalists, we give them a different level of respect because you get a degree to be a journalist. You don't get it. Anybody can have a podcast. You know? So anybody with an opinion can have a podcast. And like Kelly said, you know, journalists, they do their due diligence. So they protect whoever they're working for. If they say something, they're fact checking so they don't get sued, so their companies don't get sued. Whereas podcasters like myself, I've said several things that I probably shouldn't have, and no one's coming for me because I'm just the girl with the podcast.
That's a fact. Kelly, do you find in this day and age that the line between podcasting and journalism gets blurred?
100%, because you can say whatever on a podcast, and if it's something that has virality, it'll go viral on social media, and people are going to take it and think that it's fact, as opposed to doing your own due diligence. And even like on Twitter, whether you like it or not, they have an AI bot called Grok. And it'll tell you, the community knows, like, yo, this is a lie. You don't have that in real life when all these things start going viral on IG and stuff. So the lines definitely get blurred.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so, too, especially when everyone has a microphone and a computer along with a camera. It gets very blurred. And a platform. Creating a platform. All right, guys, well, that brings us to the end. Our very last question we are embarking on in round 2. So here we go. Last question. Who performed with FAMU Marching 100 at Art Basel? Jean.
Jeezy the Snowman. It doesn't matter. I'm not even going to win.
Jeezy did that for sure, and it looked fire. Check it out. Yes, oh my gosh, that was so cool. Fire.
Young Jizzle been getting paper.
He has been getting paper. We saw that Glorilla did this with Grambling not too long ago at the Bayou Classic. And now to see him do this at Art Basel, this was just for the culture for sure. All right, guys, well, that means that today's winner of Clock It is Kelly. He is the one leaving here today with the Clock It chain. He has reclaimed the throne, let me tell you. He was undefeated for quite some time, and now he is back winning that Clock It chain. That looks so good on him. As always, it is a pleasure to have you, Kelly. Thank you for being here, Jean, and to our viewers at home. Y'all already know. Tomorrow, same time, same place, we are right back here for another episode of Clock It, and we'll see you then.